Hi, I'm Heather, the Wellness Coordinator at LivingWell, and today I'm going to run you through what I like to call a little bit of a yoga snack. What's a yoga snack? It is a short little practice that you can do any time of the day. It's a great way to start your day or to help wind down before bed. So together we're going to get started in what we call legs up the wall pose. So you're going to want to place your yoga mat up against a wall where you have some space. As you can see here, I have a blanket and a couple of blocks here that we'll use in a little while. If you don't have a blanket or a couple of blocks, that's okay. You can practice without. So to get into legs up the wall, you want to get your hip up to the baseboard. And then from here, begin to lie down and bring your legs up the wall. Now, if you can shimmy yourself so you can bring your sit bones to your baseboard. But if that doesn't work out and you wind up being a little further away, that's fine. And here we'll find a cactus shape with your arms. And just start to allow yourself to settle in to this shape. Take the time to let go of your day. And if you have anything that may be weighing heavy on your heart, on your mind, whatever burdens that you might be carrying, take the time to leave that outside of whatever space you're in, allowing yourself to become more present and more aware. But remember, you're also taking this time to hold space for yourself, meaning that you have no one else, nothing else to take care of but you. So let yourself be in that space. Start to connect with any physical sensations in your body. And whatever it is that you are feeling, release the need to judge it. Let go of the need to wish that it was different in any way, and let go of any story you're holding around these sensations. In the same way that you observe the physical, observe your breath. Connect to your natural rhythm of your breath. Our mind, our emotions, our breath, they always match one another unless we take control. So let's deepen our practice here through the breath. Controlling the breath, controlling the senses. We'll take a full breath in. Feel your abdomen rise, ribs expand, collarbones widen, and then release your breath slowly, fully, deeply, completely. Again, slow breath in. Imagine you can draw your breath from your pelvic floor. Feel it rise to your sternal notch. And again, release your breath slowly, fully, deeply, completely. One more time, deepest breath yet. Feel your back body press down into your mat. Feel your front body rise, side bodies expand, sip in a bit more air. And as you release your breath, perhaps you let go of something with your breath. It could be a thought, feeling, emotion, event, frustration, disappointment, or expectation. And when you're ready, come in and find a natural rhythm to your breath. So staying at the wall here, bring your hands to your thighs. And then you'll just stamp the soles of your feet onto the wall. So you're in the squat position. We're creating a deep external rotation of our hips today. And just let yourself soften here. Don't worry about how deep you are in each posture. As long as there's sensation, it's enough. As long as there's sensation. You're exactly where you need to be. We'll just take a couple more breaths here. Upper body relaxed, spine relaxed into your mat. Now start to heel toe your feet together. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide. So we're in this reclined butterfly pose, or Baddha Konasana, as we would say in Sanskrit. And then finding a bit of a stretch in the inner thigh. Slow breath in and out. Now come back and extend your legs up, and now allow both of your legs to come out wide. So this might feel a little much. If it is, my blocks are too far away, but you can place a block on the outside edge of either thigh, or bring your hands here for support. We're only going to be here maybe 3 to 5 rounds of breath. Lengthening our inner thigh. Take one more breath here. Full, complete breath in and out. If your hands are not at the outside edges of your thighs, go ahead and put them there and push your knees closed like a book. Give your legs a little wiggle, a little jiggle. And now take the time, and if you need to, scoot yourself away from the wall. We'll bring our soles of the feet back onto the wall. And here we'll come into a figure 4. Right ankle on top of your left knee. So this is a variation of supine pigeon. And take your right hand, place your right hand to your right inner knee and give it a gentle nudge forward. Hopefully you're feeling a stretch in the outer right hip. And if you're feeling it somewhere else, you might encounter some other restriction in your body. So how it feels on one person may be different to the next. And now we'll switch sides. So bring the sole of your right foot back to the wall. Left ankle now on top of your right knee. And then take your left hand to the inner right knee and give your knee a little nudge forward. Staying connected with your breath. Connected with each inhalation and exhalation. And finding those spaces in your body where you can relax, where you can let go. Unhook your left ankle from your right knee. And let's take a moment here, tee out your arms. And now just start to drop your knees over to the right. Keep your left shoulder blade anchored into your mat. And let's say you can't, if for some reason you can't drop your knees all the way to the floor, remember you have the support of the wall here to make it more accessible. Inhale, hug your knees in towards your chest. Give your knees a little hug. And as you exhale, lift up head, neck, shoulders, and draw your nose toward your knees. Inhale, lower down your head, neck, and shoulders. Tee out your arms, palms face down. And now drop both of your knees over to the left for supine twist. Again, the wall is there for support. Right shoulder blade, keep it rooted and anchored. Come all the way over and your shoulder lifts up. You're just twisting in the space where you already have more mobility. So let's create mobility in those places that could use a little more attention. Inhale, hug your knees back in toward your chest. Exhale, knees to nose, nose to knees. Inhale, lower down head, neck, and shoulders. And then as you exhale, feel free to roll over to one side. Doesn't matter which side, just pick a side. And pause here. Take the time to notice and observe what's already shifted or changed in your body here. Slow and gentle, press yourself up to a seat. So bring yourself into an easy seat, which is simply a gentle cross-legged position. And now place your back up against the wall here for support. Find a cactus shape or a goalpost shape with your arms and keep the backs of your hands, your forearms, your upper arms attached to the wall. Knit your ribs together, and the wall is also going to prevent you from leaning back. We'll work through a little bit of shoulder mobility here as you inhale and rise up. And you straighten your arms as much as you can, but stay in contact with the wall. So this is it for me today. And as you exhale, draw your arms down. Once again, inhale, slide up, slow and controlled. Remember, your range of motion is your range of motion. It's where your range of motion ends. Still working to find that balance between ease and effort. Inhale, we rise up again. Exhale, lower down. We'll do 2 more here. Slow and controlled. Inhale, rise up. Maybe you get a little more this time. Exhale, lower down. One more time, last one. Can you go up a little further this time? Drop the tops of your shoulder blades down as you rise. Come all the way down. And then relax here. So whatever leg that you have in front, let's go ahead and simply switch it out. Sit tall through your spine, arms rise up over the top of your head. So you don't have to touch the wall here, but your back is up against the wall. Grab a hold of your left wrist and reach up and over to the right. And then roll your left shoulder blade back so you feel it press into the wall. Inhale, come up. And as you exhale, up and over to the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Float your arms down. Come away from the wall just a little bit, and we'll take a couple of shoulder rolls. Roll your right shoulder blade back, left, right, left, and now we'll reverse it. Left comes forward, right comes forward, left, right. So let's stand up on our feet. So now let's stand up. So come to the wall and you'll place your right hand on the wall. Look down your arm to make sure that your wrist, elbow, and shoulder are in one line. Roll your shoulder blade back and down, and keeping your hand to the wall, turn away from your palm. Now, you might turn a little further than I can, or you might turn a little bit less. Just take it to that point of sensation, and now turn your head over toward your left shoulder. Turn your head forward, and then release. So let's do that on the other side. Left hand comes to the wall. Again, look down your shoulder, right shoulder, elbow, wrist. Keep it in one line. And now just start to turn away. And bring your gaze over your right shoulder. So not only are you stretching through the front of your shoulder, there's a little bit of a stretch that happens in the neck. But if you feel this stretch go all the way through to your palm, that is stretching all the muscles that are around the median nerve. And then come back to center. Now I'm just gonna keep my mat where it is, but if you want to move yours to face along the wall the other way, you're welcome to do so. Begin and take a stance where you're good 3-4 feet apart. Right toes to face whatever's in front of you at this point. So you want to make sure that your toes aren't sickled. Turn your toes all the way forward. Tee out your arms. And the action here as we move through the pose is to reach forward. It's like there's someone's hand that you want to shake in front of you. Once you're as far as you can go, then your arm lowers and your left arm lifts. Now notice if there's a rounding, I'm going to do it on purpose, rounding to your rib cage. Lengthen out through your right side. So we call this triangle pose. So try to grow your waist. This pose isn't so much about touching the ground. This isn't triangle. So the wall prevents us from tipping away. We want to stay as close to the wall. Lengthen and reach. You're as far as you can go, then lower it down. Something else that you can do, if you have a block here, you can use your block for support. So grow through your ribs, grow through your waist, elongate through your waist. A little more energy, you look up at your thumb. You need a little bit more calming. Maybe gaze down at your big toe or wherever's comfortable for you. As you inhale, rise up. So we'll take that to the other side. So pivot your toes forward. And now your left toes turn out toward the left. Okay, I'm a big fan of using props. So reach as far as you can to the left, right? You're trying to reach out to someone. Then lower and lift. Is your rib cage rounded? Get rid of that rounding. Lengthen through your side body. And again, your gaze goes where it's most comfortable. I feel like I need a little bit more energy today, so I'm going to choose to stare up at my thumb. But take what focal point that works for you. Just a couple more breaths here. Inhale, rise up. Use your side body, use your obliques to lift. So we're going to set up very similar to the other side. Right toes turn forward, left toes turn in just a bit. Okay, so just like you're reaching, but this time put a bend in your knee and then bring your hand down to your block. Launch off of your right foot. So you walk your left foot in, walk your right hand forward just a little bit more, lift up your left leg, and then open up. This is balancing half moon. And one of the reasons I love this here at the wall is because you have this freedom to open up to find more space. Keep your hip and your heel in line with your hip. And again, if you feel like you're gonna lose balance, all you have to do is just lean back into it. Lean back into the wall, right? Paul Wall, he's pretty great. Inhale, just lean up against the wall, rise up, and come to standing. So now let's take that balancing half moon on the other side, setting up very similar to our triangle. Left toes turn out, but this time put a bend in your knee, lean forward, palm comes down with your block, shift your weight towards your right foot, right leg lifts. Remember, you can just lean into the wall. Heel in line with your hip, push down into your block and open up. So avoid keeping the ribs rounded. Lengthen through your side body, lengthen through your rib cage. And you're not going to lose your balance if you lean back. Can we do 3 more breaths here? There's 2. There's 1. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your back up against the wall. Rise up. Shake it off. So let's come back down to our mat.
Can you stop?
And you'll want to grab a blanket. Place your blanket up against the wall. And you can have your blocks to the side if you choose to use them. And then sit up against the wall. Okay, but now we're going to come away from the wall. You have let's say that again. You have the neat, thick, folded edge of your blanket. Scooch to the end of your blanket. Inhale, arms rise up. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips, lengthen through your spine. And then once you're as far as you can go by creating length, relax and surrender here. If you're feeling sensation in the pose, it's deep enough. If you happen to have an achy low back, you'll keep a soft bend in your knees. If you need more of a hamstring stretch, or if the sensation starts to dissipate, you lift up just a quarter of the way, pull your heart towards your toes, and then melt again. And if you'd like, you can even take a block or create a block tower to have somewhere to rest your forehead. Inhale, slowly rise up. Come off the edge of your blanket. And you're welcome to use your blanket here as a pillow as you lie down, and we'll take our final resting pose. Another one of my favorite variations would be, let's say that again. One of my favorite variations of our final resting pose is to have support behind our knees. So you'll take 2 blocks, place one horizontal behind each knee, or you can use a pillow. And this puts your pelvis into a posterior, what we call a backward pelvic tilt. Bring your arms alongside of your body. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Float your eyes closed. And allow yourself to take rest. As you take each inhalation, imagine a warm wave of water washing over you from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, feel that wave of relaxation wash over you from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. And with each passing breath, with each wave, see if you can't discover new places within your body that you can relax. Wave rolling in, wave rolling out. Breath moving in, and breath moving out. With each wave, with each breath, your body becomes heavier and heavier, more relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out. Deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Start to spiral your wrists and ankles. Gently rock your head side to side. And as you take your next inhale, stretch yourself out, fingers to toes, toes to fingers. And as you exhale, gather your knees in towards your chest. Start to massage your low back. And as you exhale, roll to your left side and take a breath. And just pause here in this fetal position, this posture of rebirth and new beginnings. When you're ready, press yourself up into easy seat, which is that gentle cross-leg position we took earlier. And together we'll bring palms to touch, thumbs at heart center. We call this Anjali Mudra, which means seal of a gift or offering. Bow your head to your hands, honor yourself, honor your practice. Honor the moments you encounter struggle. Through that struggle, know that growth is possible. Honor those moments where you found success because it came with a shift in consciousness. And I thank each of you for joining me, sharing your time, your practice, and energy. I humbly bow and I honor the light. I honor the love. I honor the teacher, the guru, and the divine perfection that exists within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for today's yoga snack. I hope that brought a little sense of peace and calm to your day and a little more mobility to your body. Until next time, be well.